Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a round in the recently buffed Zeta Gundam 3P2 type. This is the raid of the Gundam Evolved Zeta family, and yeah, ow. Just got smacked by one of the Mark Vs. I think it's the standard one. But yeah, it's got a decent tool set. It has a beam pistol that hits relatively hard, does rapid fire with ASL when charged, has both single and double beam sabers, good grenade launcher, and of course transforms. It also has a psycho neutralizer skill, which makes it harder to lock onto with psychomu weapons at, well, it used to be 30% health and now it is 50, so that is a major improvement. And yeah, it is not bad. I hadn't run it since I got it, but yeah, this was the one that was the holdout for me the longest. I got the Gray Zeta and the 3A much earlier than this one. But yeah, it is not bad. And there's the Rigazi, which I believe was also buffed recently. But yeah, it's not bad. I do remember / discover near the end of the round that it is one of the things that can do basically walking infinite neutrals. And if you are fast enough and your timing is good, you can lock things down pretty well. There are things that will let people get out of that, most notably, of course, any of the resonance skills like Psycho Neutralizer, or any skill that cancels damage reaction at the point of activation will give people a window to escape, which, you know, that's not terrible. That's, I don't think, you know, I don't think there should be an uncounterable infinite combo in the game, really. But, of course, a lot of counterability of certain moves in the game comes down to what is your team doing. And in this case, the Engage Zero's team was, you know, the Engage Zero was backing up its team, so I got blown up. So, but off to a really strong start, as you can see, 6870 to 2180. And, yep, coming back in with Psycho Bawu. I don't use the transformation a lot in this round, as I recall, but when I do, it comes in handy. Like with the beam guns there that did lock down this cannon gun for me. Oh yeah, and they did also improve the Vulcans. Most of the skill upgrades were given to the level 2, of which this is of course not. And yeah, when you look at the statistics, you will see why, because the level 2 was really suffering. But at level 1, it's doing pretty well now. So hopefully at level 2, the buffs will have served their purpose as well. But yeah, one of the things that it does have a bunch of good weapons that you can swap between fairly quickly, which is nice because, yeah, being able to just get other things going in a hurry, very important, especially with something that does not have any kind of real evasion skill there. I think Cannon Gun has resist move, but of course, resist move, like the resonance type skills, does not cancel damage, just the damage reaction. So the stun, the stagger, etc., the knockdown. But yeah, so far I've gotten some good shots in, and yeah, of course the thing about the charged shot is because it rapid fires whatever is in the E-Pack. I've fired it once or twice already, charged with one shot, which does basically nothing. I'm not even sure it modifies the damage. Maybe it does, but I haven't paid enough attention to know. Let's see. I seem to recall the Failnaught and I worked together pretty well in this round. Also, I was not watching my back, which is not great. Oh, Rigazi again. Yep. So, but I am now back in resonance mode. If there's anything here that has any kind of Psychomu or lock-on weapon, it's probably that Gundam Mark V, if it's not the missile pod version, which I'm not sure of. But yeah, I remember really feeling good about that exchange because the Failnaught and I both managed to keep that Rigazi stunned without hitting each other. You know, good spacing, good teamwork there. So that was nice. It is a good feeling when you are not tripping over your own feet trying to take out the enemy. So Right now, though, yeah, they do, as I recall, make a little bit of a comeback, but yeah, we have really kind of run away with it a little bit. I think that is the version of the Mark V with incoms, but I'm not 100% sure. Regardless, yeah, it's gonna. I think it's a 250% increase in lock-on time, so roughly 3.5 times as long as it would ordinarily take to lock onto me with Psychomu weapons. Which, yeah, I feel like if the 3P2 had been released maybe a year and a half earlier than it was, that would have been a much more valuable skill because there is not as much Psychomu stuff going on at 650 as there used to be. I mean, there's just not in general, but especially I think at 650, you don't see Cubelace quite as much. There is that. Oh yeah, there's a Jan Fav in here that has Psychomu. But yeah, just there was obviously a while there where Psychomu weapons were pretty much like the mainstay of the higher costs, and it's not as pronounced now. There are other options that can do well for you. But yeah, as you can see, they managed to bring it back a little bit, so that's not bad. I don't, man, like I said, I always feel weird about the really one-sided rounds, but this was another one where it just went really well, and I was just so excited to get like 3 usable rounds in a single night, I kind of just went with it. Because yeah, as I've said, some days it is a struggle to get good rounds, which is why you saw one from the Dawn of Time earlier in the week. And yeah, sometimes you just, sometimes you just get a decent night going, and that is nice. So, happily, yeah. This, it was Thursday night, Friday night. Friday night? Not sure. But one of those nights, wasn't Wednesday. Yeah, probably Thursday. Uh, yeah, just, I had a decent night. I was playing relatively well. Smart pause by that Rigazi to lock me down. Just knew I was going to try and swing, and it could probably out-priority me. And the pause did help it, but luckily the fail knot was right there. And I'm glad it is, because, yeah, the Jan Faven is going to knock me down. And luckily the fail knot is there to capitalize. Now the fail knot's taking some damage, so I need to assist where I can. And yeah, again, we both had our spacing down quite well, and we're able to get around the enemy. And yeah, this cannon gun is doomed. So even if it was just me, I could probably handle it. But another raid and Psycho Bawu, yeah, there was no getting out of that. Sorry about that. I've been there. I think we've all been there. But yeah, it's a good suit, and I had fun with it, so I cannot really complain. And that is going to be the round. I'm just honestly flying around because I can, because there's nothing else in my area left to shoot at. So, but it was a fun one, so I am going to take it. Let's see how the score came out. I think the score was pretty good too, as I recall. Yeah, 5985 out of 23,000. Out damaged by the Psycho Bawu. That doesn't really surprise me. And yeah, I hope I remembered to praise the fail not player, because we were working really well together. But I believe that said 8 and 2, so I will take that. That is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. Okay, so the 3P2 at level 2 got an extra close range, mid range, and long range slot that the level 1 did not get. So went from 21 to 22, 20 to 21, and 11 to 12. Got a higher level of maneuver armor, taking it up to level 4. I believe the damage reduction is pretty strong at that level. And Psycho Neutralizer went up to level 2, so I assume that the its various effects are even stronger at 700. The Charged Beam Pistol got a higher ASL range, so it's gives you more assistance in locking onto things. The rate of fire of the head Vulcans was increased for both levels. but the level 2 got a 50-point power boost in its Vulcans. Went from 130 to 180 per round. Cooldown time between grenade launcher shots went from 5 seconds to 4.5. The reload time was shortened from 12 seconds to 10, and the build stun was increased, which, yeah, it was doing build stun very effectively. And yeah, Psycho Neutralizer now activates at half hit points or lower instead of 30%. And yeah, transformed, the same applicable things from the mobile suit mode at level 2, the slots, the Psycho Neutralizer. The beam pistol was increased in transform mode from 1800 to 2100 for both levels of the suit, and yeah, higher build stun. The double beam guns, the heat consumption went down by 3% to 9% per shot. Cooldown went down to a third of a second from half. Overheat time went down to 10 seconds from 12, and they also got higher ASL. So yeah, that is pretty good. At 650, the average for raids is 50.8% win rate. So 45.8 is what the 3P2 had. So yeah, that's an improvement. Same basic difference between rival win at both costs, or at between the average and 3P2, 50.4 average, 45.8. At level 1, it was only down on damage a little bit. 97,000 is the average for raids. 83,000 is what it was doing. And it was seeing fewer losses. So 3.6 being the raid average, and it was at 3.5. So one of those things where it was not too bad at staying alive. It was just not good at doing damage, it sounds like. At 700, the numbers get a little bit more stark. 50.6 is the raid average win rate. The 3P2 was at 43.9. Rival win rate was absolutely dismal at 30.3% versus the average of 50.2. And yeah, it was doing almost half the average damage dealt for raids. 112k is the average. It was doing 68,000. That is horrible. And yeah, it was still down on mobile suit losses at average of 3.4 as opposed to average of 3.6 for raids across the board. So yeah, just it did not have the damage to back up back up its survivability there. Hopefully it does now, since this should be the monthly update about Thursday. If you go back to this post on the information page, 1, it should still be there, and 2, it should show the data they've collected in the last month to show how well these buffs have helped.